guys, we got a 2013 Nissan Maxima, and we're going to be doing the compressor. A quick video show you how to get the compressor out. Okay, first, of course, you want to jack up your vehicle. Always use jack stands. Now right here is going to be a cover covering up this part. You guys will see it, and it'll be held on by these clips right here. 1 2 3 oh sorry 1 2 3 4 5 clips, and I got that off using this right here. It'll be 1 2 3 4 5 holes. Set that to the side. Take off your drive belt. Use a 13 millimeter right here, and you're gonna turn that deal clockwise. Go down with it, and as you can see at the back, I have an Allen head right there, because that's the spot where you could just leave the belt. You can take this off right there, and you can just slip off the belt. So that's why you put the Allen head key in there once that hole line up right here at the back. So you're gonna use a 13 millimeter. Now you can just slip off your belt. You can remember your belt routing, and if you forget your belt routing, just go to Google, put in the year, make, and model, and ask for the belt routing. It'll pop up. All right, guys, this right here will be sitting right here in these clips right here. You can just pop those out, and be careful because they can break. So one part you're gonna have to kind of squeeze this side, and I did that using a pair of pliers that I got from Harbor Freight. And I just squeeze both sides and just pop this out, because we're gonna have to get back here. Now back here, you'll also see the AC connector right there. The AC connector, you can go ahead and reach your hand in there, and you're gonna be able to, the camera may not be a good visual, but you're gonna reach your hand in here, right here. This is the best spot to go ahead and get that sensor off. And it's just a, all right guys, the best way to get to this connector, the AC connector, is from this way right here. And what you do is get a couple of zip ties from Harbor Freight, of course. Most of our tools, get this zip ties, and you can buckle this down to where it's not in your way, and you can get in there, moving the belt out the way. You can go in there, push the button, well, of course, push this connector, and then you can disconnect the AC compressor connector. All right guys, again, we had got this deal out, which we're going to zip tie back using zip ties. And also we got this 10 millimeter bolt, and then we're going under the bottom, doing the same thing. Up under the bottom, you'll see a 10 millimeter bolt right here that we're going to get out right up under the compressor. And then we're going to try to get this wiring out right here also. So to get this wiring loose, so you see the wiring kind of comes through here, goes right here, and we're going to get everything out the way so we can drop that compressor. Also get this 10 millimeter bolt out right here. All right guys, again, you got that bolt out the way, and you got this wiring all the way out of these deals right here. And I did that again using this, coming from both sides, this side and that side. All right, so you want to get the wiring, you want to move the wiring all the way out the way. All right guys, for your top AC line. Now your bottom AC line, again, you can get it from the bottom using the 10 millimeter, just a ratchet wrench, and it can come out from the bottom. That top, it could be a little, if your hands are too big and you can't get up in there, you will be able to you can come through this wheel well right here. Now that we have all this space right here, you're just probably not going to be able to see much of it, but you can feel it if you know what you're doing. I do have that it's a purple 10 millimeter socket that is on the top bolt right there, and you can see the setup with this ratchet on here, and it's a flex head ratchet. Let me show you guys. It's flex head, so it's able to get in there, flex, and get in there, and then I can get on it. And I got this from, of course, Harbor Freight. So I just get in there like that, and as you can see, hopefully the camera, let me make sure the camera got a good view, and I just put it on there right there. Hopefully the camera got a good view, and I can get in and I can take this bolt off right here. Now you're not going to be able to see the bottom if you're going in with this method, but you can feel the bottom going in with this method. All right, and to get the bottom off, you can go in just with a regular wrench, just a regular wrench, and or gear wrench, and get that bottom bolt off. That's right there. So let's go ahead and get these AC lines off using either method. All right, just show you guys the setup again. I had to get more leverage on it, and I'm just turning it this way and literally getting the bolt off like this. All right guys, just to show you the bottom bolt, it is easier just to get it from right here. And this is what the wrench is on. Sorry, I'm trying to get it set up. But the wrench is on the bolt right now. You guys can see wherever this bolt, this is where the wrench is on. That's where the bolt for the bottom AC line, and it comes right here. Again, guys, you want to be able to, either you're standing up or getting on your back, one hand can come over this side in the wheel well bin that is open. It can give you leverage. You can see I got my hand over here. It can give you leverage to hold any of these deals you're doing, and then the other one can be over here twisting and turning. So putting your hand, laying down, getting your hand through this side can give you leverage to hold anything in there. You can also go get that bolt off. So go ahead and get that bolt off. It's a 10mm, and you can go and get that line off. And we already got that top line off. I told you the top line was just easier for me to get it from this way. All right, guys, what's left, you have your 4 compressor bolts. 1, 2, then you have 2 at the bottom, 1 right here, and then 1 right above that. In order to get this bottom off right here, you can use one of your gear wrenches right here. Now, if it's too tough, you're gonna have to get something bigger, which mine was too tough, so I had to go in with something like a 1/2 inch with this, and it'll fit in there, 1/2 inch set up without the extension, of course. So because mine was rusted, but if yours ideally work the ideal way, go in with a 14mm gear wrench and then get this bolt out the way, and then you can go up, reach to the top, same manner, and get the top bolt off also. All right, guys, again, for your bottom bolt, we already got out right here. And the top bolt also, you can use the same gear wrench. You see where that tool is at right there? You can use the same gear wrench and go up to the top and take that off if your bolt is easy. Now, again, if your bolt is not easy, go through this side to get it. My ratchet is actually on the bolt. That bolt was very hard for me to get out, and my ratchet is actually on the bolt right now, and I just went in through that way, and I actually got the jack pole right here to put some leverage on that pole deal, and then it snapped off for me. But it was very hard to get off, so I had to come in this way to at least put that on there. They were the same ratchet I got from Harbor Freight that I show you guys with the flex head. Now I just I can lay on my back. One hand goes in this side of the vehicle right here, you know, and then the other side can be right here, go up there holding it in place, you know. So one hand right here holding that deal in place so it won't move, right? And then the other hand is right here taking it off. So that's how I was able to get the top bolt off. So once you get those 2 bolts off, you can go and get this bolt off and this bolt off. But we're also going to take off our tensioner right here first. All right, guys, you want to go ahead and remove one of your clips right here. This one right here, it'll be right here. And in order to remove that, now it may pop off. In order to remove that, it's going to be kind of hard because these things are brittle. You want to go up under there at the right angle and get that deal off. Now, if it pops, all you got to do is put it back in place, then zip tie those lines back down. So I got that out the way. You want to go ahead and get your 13mm bolt off right here for your idler pulley. And then once you get that 13mm out for your idler pulley, you can go ahead and release the other 2 bolts for your compressor, and the compressor should come on out. Get this out the way just to give us more room. Now we can go ahead and get these 2 bolts out and try to slide that guy right on out of there. All right, the compressor slides right on out, just like that. Now you can go ahead and replace the AC lines. You're gonna have some the O-rings for the AC lines. And then when you put in your new compressor, we're gonna install it back the same way. All right, guys, install your new compressor. And tighten down your 4 bolts. All right, guys, after installing your 4 AC bolts, these 2 and then the other 2 you guys know on the other side, you can go ahead and put on your AC lines. Go ahead and install your AC lines right after you put on the bolts. Then you can go ahead, and since you still got room in here, you can go ahead and hook up. Well, we're not gonna hook our connector up yet, but we're gonna put on our tensioner. I'm sorry, our idler pulley. Put back on your idler pulley, after you put on your lines, or you can do it before, but now it's time to go and put on your idler pulley. You already installed all your 4 bolts for your compressor, your AC lines. Now put back on your idler pulley, and then we'll be right back. All right, guys, after installing your idler pulley, you can go ahead and hook back up your AC compressor. Hook that deal up right there, that connector right there. That is tight. All your other bolts is tight. Now you can go ahead and hook this back in and start hooking up your wiring. This actually, you can go ahead and cut this off and go ahead and situate that back on there also. But yeah, that's how you install your compressor. And last but not least, guys, you want to hook up back up your drive belt. So we're going to put this back in here like that, and then we're going to put back in our 10mm right here, our 10mm right here at the bottom. We're going to situate our wiring. Yep, and you're good to go. Go ahead and put back on your panels. Go ahead and put back on your drive belt. And if you have a problem with your drive belt, the routing of your drive belt, just go to Google and put in your year, make, and model in your vehicle and put drive belt routing and go to images, and it'll show you a diagram of the drive belt. For the most part, guys, you just finished. You go ahead and put on your 2 10mm bolts, hook up your wiring, put on your drive belt, put back on your paneling.